The Androscoggin River flows 178 miles from northern New Hampshire through central and southern Maine on its way to the Atlantic. The largest city the river passes through is this one, Maine's second largest, Lewiston. The river has and continues to shape the identity of Lewiston, which, like the river, has had its share of ebbs and flows. The river separates Lewiston from its smaller twin city, Auburn, making up what Mainers refer to as L.A. The river's raw power gave rise to Auburn's shoe industry and to Lewiston's booming growth as a textile center. Armies of immigrants were drawn here, and Lewiston hummed with productivity and profit until it all went south, literally. By 1965, when a young Muhammad Ali knocked out Sonny Liston here, it might as well have been the city itself hitting the mat. The decline seemed to be complete.
The city went down. There was no jobs.
That was a tough period, right?
A very tough period for Lewiston.
Same period that saw Bob McDonald move here, join the Lewiston Police Department, and ultimately become mayor, serving his third and final term during our visit.
When I came up here, the mills were just starting to go down 40 years ago. Stayed that way for probably at least 20 or more, and now it's on the rise again.
Yes, it is. And the irony of Lewiston's renewal is that the same mills that once made this city and then gave out are now giving back, however unintentionally. These former mill buildings allowed you to do this revitalization.
Right. Thank God we didn't take them down because they're making some money for us. Yes, they are.
Indeed, the mill buildings that once attracted laborers are now attracting both new commercial and residential tenants. At the landmark Bates Mill complex, which we'll focus more on later, a whole new life, including a museum dedicated to the city's work and community history.
I'm the daughter of a mill worker, very proud of it. They were inventors, they were hard workers, they helped their neighbors, and they built these communities.
Many of them were French-Canadian, and in Lewiston they lived in Little Canada, where the two centers of their daily lives stood side by side.
Bonjour, comment ça va?
Today, in the now deconsecrated St. Mary's at the Gendron Franco Center, French-Canadians and descendants of original immigrants help new immigrants.
It's a French club, that's what we call it, but what's really happening is relationships are created between the Franco-Americans who've been here for generations and with the new Mainers who are Francophone. They're coming here from French countries, from Central Africa, and speak French fluently and find themselves immersed in English and a little lost, if you will.
Somali and other African immigrants began settling in Lewiston about 20 years ago. For many French Canadians, there are echoes of their own experience as newcomers here.
They were looking for good jobs, they were looking for safety for their kids, and there's a lot of similarities.
The city's changing face has not occurred without friction, but few would argue the new diversity has not been a boost as well.
20 years ago when I came here from Quebec, this whole downtown area was really dead. And now if you go up to Lisbon Street, it is once again hustling and bustling.
And a mere block away, as always, that river, where there is also new life again.
When we have 50 or 60 people from the community coming out to help us clean up the river, that really tells me that the community is rallying around this river.
50 years ago, the Androscoggin was one of America's most polluted rivers. The Clean Water Act helped change that.
And you can imagine, this is so exciting.
And today, the Androscoggin Land Trust helps ensure that progress by conserving and stewarding over 5,000 acres here, including 10 miles along the river itself, where the ALT hosts a variety of annual events.
We really want to be connecting people with the outdoors.
This former railroad-turned-pedestrian bridge encourages river access, and the River Walk, created in 2008, reconnects people with both the river and the city it helped develop.
You really get an incredible view of both sides of the cities, as well as the falls right from this pedestrian bridge.
The Land Trust's Walking Tour app also points out much of the history that lines the river, the mills that managed to stay standing, and that are now giving new life to this city once again.
You fail, that's okay, you get up and you start over again. That's the spirit that we're seeing that is renewing what's happening here in Lewiston Auburn now again.